This is the Weimar, a Tier 6 premium cruiser. I got it in the store for 10,000 doubloons using a 20% coupon from the Scarecrow stash. You can check out the videos in my channel to find the Scarecrow stash video to look at the specifics of that. But it's very exciting. The World of Warships Legends community seems to be all abuzz about this ship. It has really fast reloading guns and will inflict massive damage from some of the videos I have seen. So it's pretty exciting. So let's set up the ship and the commander. First we'll check out the upgrades for the ship. The first upgrade is Aiming Systems Mod 1. The second upgrade is Propulsion Mod 2. Third upgrade is Steering Gears Mod 3. Let's take a look at the loadout. So here you have your normal ammunition, high explosive shells, armor piercing shells, torpedoes. As far as the consumables, you have the normal damage control party. And here you have the sonar consumable that you can also select defensive AA fire. I'm not really sure who would use that. I think everybody would use the sonar. And the last consumable is the catapult fighter. Consumable duration is 100 seconds. I think this would probably help out for any airplanes spotting your ship, or if there are any aircraft carriers in the game. This will make up the difference for not getting the defensive AA fire. So I'm not running any boosters right now. As far as the camouflage, the ship comes with a Type 9 permanent premium camouflage. Sea detectability range and incoming fire dispersion is 4.5% respectively. Let's take a look at the stats. Survivability is 32,000. Armor is 13 to 150 millimeter. Torpedo damage reduction is 10%, which I guess is not really all that much. Artillery, you have 12 guns. You have 4 turrets of 3 guns on each turret. Firing range is 15.2 kilometers. That is without the commander setup. Reload time is 5 seconds. HE shell damage is 1,700 at an 8% chance of setting fire. And the AP shell damage is almost double that at 3,750. It's more than double that. So that's pretty good AP shell damage. The secondary armament is 5.2 kilometers. Looks like there are 8 secondary guns here. Torpedoes, there are 4 launchers with 3 torpedoes in each launcher, so there are 6 torpedoes on each side of the boat. Reload time is 68 seconds, is pretty good. Maximum damage is 13,700, which is great. Torpedo range is a bit short at 6 kilometers. Torpedo speed at 64 knots is kind of middle of the road, I think, but it's okay. Here are your AA defenses. There does seem like a lot of AA on this ship, so this might be a pretty good AA ship, so you definitely don't need that one consumable that we looked at. I don't think. Maneuverability. Maximum speed is 31 knots. Turning circle radius is 650 meters. Rudder shift time is 5.3 seconds with the steering gears upgrade in the 3rd slot. I did go with a double steering gear setup for a while, and I reduced the rudder shift time down to 4 seconds or so, but the acceleration was so poor that that's why we ended up going with the engine upgrade in upgrade slot number 2. Be sure to check after the closing credits. I will have a brief clip of the Weimar avoiding incoming fire from a battleship using the 5.3 second rudder shift time. Concealment is 12.4 kilometers. So let's take a look at the armor. Here you can see the hull is pretty much blue and green, so 15 to 24 millimeter thickness. In the bow and the stern, it's 15 to 16 millimeters. On the side at the waterline, you can see looks like 34 to 75 millimeters, but there is a lot of green here. The superstructure is the thinnest at 13 to 14 millimeters. The turrets are protected pretty well. Let's take a look at the citadel. Alright, so you can see that the side of the citadel is green, so you're definitely going to be vulnerable on the sides. I'm not really sure if angling is really going to help you out that much. You are protected from plunging fire, it seems like, or bow tanking. If you're going to bow tank, maybe you do want to bow tank here because you are protected in the front, certainly more than you are in the sides. So that is something to keep in mind. The citadel does sit above the waterline even though it is yellow armor. And orange in the front, and I'm assuming in the back. Yep. So, okay, that's what the citadel looks like. You want to be careful of going broadside, it seems like. Okay, as far as the overview goes, the ship has guns aplenty. A high number of guns allows for a lot of damage from a single salvo. That is awesome. Extended sonar. The sonar's range or duration is increased. I'm going to check that real quick when we're done here. Modest guns. The ship is armed with low caliber main battery guns. Weimar is a light cruiser that carries 12 150 millimeter guns, a variant of cruiser York with a different artillery composition. Year of design is 1936, and it doesn't seem like there were any ships in the class. And I think the ship is far different than the York, because one of the problems I had with the York is that the main guns reloaded so slowly. It was really noticeable compared to the Nuremberg and some of the other German cruisers. So this will be kind of interesting to check this the ship out once we get the commander set up. But let's take a look at the sonar real quick. Detection of torpedoes is 3.8 kilometers. Detection of ships is 5.4 kilometers, which I think is pretty far out there. So that is awesome. The duration is 116 seconds, and the reload time is 180 seconds. And you have 2 of the sonars. So, okay. So that is your extended sonar. Okay, so let's set up the commander. My cruiser commander is Karl von Mueller. I went with him rather than Lucian's because I wanted more of an accuracy build. I think Lucian's might be a bit of an agile cruiser commander. Yeah, but I'm going with Karl von Mueller here. You can see that they're both kind of ranked about the same, so I may switch out and go with Lucian's eventually. But for now, I'm going to use Karl Mueller. His base trait increases the maximum speed of your cruiser. As for inspirations, I have Norman Scott, directed impact, increases the shell grouping of your cruiser's main guns. Second inspiration is Yamamoto, right through. It enhances the armor piercing capabilities of your cruiser's shells. As for skills, the first skill is Beyond Range and increases the main battery range of your cruiser. The second skill is Igniter, increases the chance of causing fire with your cruiser's main or secondary HE shells. And this is maxed out at Legendary 2, which we'll talk about in a second. But the Weimar is so effective with HE and penetrations that I wanted to max out this skill. Third skill is Punch Through, increases the armor piercing capabilities and maximum damage of your cruiser's AP shells, and the Weimar will get citadel hits, especially against cruisers. The fourth skill is Fixated, increases the main battery shell grouping of your cruisers and improve the main battery accuracy for any ship type. So this is an accuracy build. I primarily had it previously for trying to increase the citadel potential of the German cruisers, but now with the Igniter maxed out here, I am looking for HE as well, especially with the Weimar. As for the legendary skill, I have selected Refill Station. I have them ranked up to 16.2. This will reduce the reload time of your cruiser's main batteries, as well as increase the range of the main guns to 10%, but that is when you're within 2 kilometers of an ally. So let's take a look at the stats of the ship to see what the commander setup has done. Survivability is pretty much unchanged. The artillery is up to 16.7 kilometers. Reload time is down to 4.8 seconds, which helps a little bit. And wow, look at the fire setting chance. It is up to 11%, up from 8%, and every 4.8 seconds you have an 11% chance of setting fire. That is pretty spectacular. Fires do start, it seems like, almost every salvo. The AP shell damage is up to 4,050, which is awesome. Torpedoes did not change. AA defenses did not change. Maneuverability, the maximum speed did go up to 32.4 knots. Alright, well that's it for the setup of the ship and the commander. Let's go out in a standard battle and see if we can get some highlights. Alright, we're in standard, we're in straight. And I will tell you that I have played quite a few matches with the Weimar, and the first dozen or so matches I completely got blown out. I didn't really know how to play the ship correctly. And what you're going to see here is playing from cover and behind islands and using auto aim to target the red ships behind the islands. And you can use that technique to really great effect. Mostly use HE during this match, and the HE in the Weimar is really overwhelming. With the refill station, when you're next to an ally, the range is out to over 18 kilometers, which is awesome. And by the time the match is done, you are going to see 3 battleships wither away and burn down and get destroyed, in good part by the firepower of the Weimar. So I'm waiting for the game to develop here. I do plan on going behind these islands for cover, using these islands for cover. I'm not really moving yet, but when I do move, it will be to continue to stay under cover. And ideally, what you want to do is fire without being detected, and the island cover will help to a great effect. There you see I fired, and I was spotted, I presume, by the Carolina. It could be the other North Carolina there. So here there's the Carolina brothers, or the Carolina twins, and these guys are great targets right here from the start. And you can see no problem getting above most islands. There are some times where you don't get above an island, and that's kind of frustrating because you would think that you would be able to arc over the island, and there was a miss by the red team there. I don't think I even saw the ship that fired those shots. But I'm going to stay right here and try to target the island, or try to target the battleships. Okay, so here is a California up here. He's a little bit out of range. 17.5 kilometers away. So I'm just going to wait a little bit. That's sticking out a little bit. You can see the auto aim says that I can get a hit. I'm lucky. I don't, even though the island indicator came up right when I fired. I still took a shot, hoping that a couple shells get over the island and can hit the destroyer there. There's a Nuremberg. And there the auto aim says that I can get a hit, so I'm trying to see if I can get a blind hit here. Can't really see the guy, but yeah, there you go. So 2 fires, 3 hits. That is awesome. And that right there is a good example of auto aim. from behind fire. So if you're ever snuggled up close to, or what you think is close to an island, but you're still getting hit, that's probably what's going on, is whoever is hitting you has got you targeted, and they're using auto aim where they don't really need a line of sight. They use auto aim to kind of help fake that out and make that happen for your opponent, or for you if you're in a situation like we're showing here in this video. So the best part is when you can fire shots and you're not being spotted. Here I'm being spotted by an airplane, and I'm hoping that my patrol fighter will help take care of that. And now I'm not spotted anymore, but you can see this Fuso is kind of like a sitting duck. He's just sitting here and getting withered away by this extreme rate of fire from the Weimar. This is unbelievable. It's awesome. And this guy is not going to be around much longer. And that is a kill right there. That is a destruction. That is awesome. Only 24,000 damage though, but 50 hits, 49 hits. And you know, with the range, you can see since I'm next to my teammate, I have the 18-kilometer range on, and I'm able to target this Gneiss now. So we're going to take some shots at him. And looks like he was moving too fast. There were no hits there. And I'm going to back up and see if there's more battleships over here. I think there's another battleship right there, the other North Carolina. So we already took out one North Carolina, and there you can see there is no island indicator. So auto aim says that I should be able to get some hits, so that's what I'm going to try. And we are getting some hits. There's another fire. And so I'm just going to keep going like this as long as the island indicator does not show up. As long as I have him locked in, it looks like he's staying at a steady speed. Sometimes I'll repump the auto aim like I did right there, and it will update the aiming point. So if your target is changing speed, pumping like that will update the auto aim targeting point, and it can make a difference. There, all those shells are going. I'm not getting any hits. There I'm pumping, and let's see if we can get some hits now. There's the island indicator that showed up, but some of those shells did get over the island. And there you see I got 6 hits and 1 fire. So, like I said, that's exactly what you're looking for with auto aim. When you're trying to target an enemy ship that's broadside, a lot of times auto aim will not be at the right point, and you have to lead the target a little bit more, and that's just something that you have to get used to. So here's the Gneiss now over here. I think he does beach himself, so he's a great target actually, and the fire is really still raging on that North Carolina. I'm up to 40,000 damage. And since this Gneiss now is stuck, we're going to start targeting him. And it looks like the aim could have been a little farther back. We did start a fire. That is awesome. So fires are going on 2 ships now, I think. And this guy is just getting withered away like there's no tomorrow. And he's not going to be around much longer, I don't think. You can see the flashing white bar on his health indicator. So he got taken out. We're up to 47,000 damage, and there's an Aoba that's trying to get behind this island, but it's not going to work because you can see I'm still able to get some shots off here. And so there's a fire on the Aoba. 8 main gun hits right there, and a whole bunch more of hits are racking up on that guy, and I don't think the Aoba is going to be around much longer either. And you can see these shells barely hit the top of the island, They were almost able to make it over. We're up to 58,000 damage. And this is looking pretty good for the Weimar. While I was doing so bad playing the Weimar initially, I did go online and check out some YouTube videos, and I at least got inspiration on what to do to be able to sort myself out. And since that time, this is probably the second or third match I've played since I checked out those videos, and I have gotten scores over 100,000, but I think that this match better shows a little bit more what the capabilities of the Weimar are, because we end up with many more destroyed ships, and just see how the auto aim here works behind battleships trying to stay behind islands for cover. There's no place to hide with when you're up against the Weimar. We're just going to come around here. I don't think the Aoba has got much health left.
Fighter airborne.
And there's the California. We fired while the island indicator was still there, so the shot was blocked. And here's the Aoba that doesn't have much health, and it shouldn't take very long to get rid of this guy. There's another fire that got started, and he is gone from the fire. So that is awesome. 2 destroyed ships, a battleship and a cruiser. And now we're going to go against the California. And I'm going to stop right before I go out from behind the island. And I'm just going to start withering away the California with this overwhelming firepower. And there you can see that he's trying to back up and got a fire started, and with a 17-kilometer range, there is no way this guy can back up and get out of my line of fire quick enough. So he would probably be better off to come forward to minimize my ability to shoot over an island, but I think human nature is to back away, not come forward. So he's backing up, and it is definitely not going to work. We're really racking up the hits here. We're up over 200 main gun hits. All of them HE. I don't think I've switched to AP once in this match. We're up to 87,000. And this is looking pretty darn good. Started another fire. This guy definitely will not be around very long. And there you go. 90,000 damage, a third destroyed ship. Victory. So there you go. 379,000 credits, 91,000 damage, 221 main target hits, 3 destroyed ships, 13 fire set. That is a pretty good match. First place overall in the match. It's kind of a low XP, I guess, but still, first place is first place. 3 destroyed ships. That is good performance for a lowly light cruiser. Let's see what we did on the economy tab. 297,000 credits were cleared when it was all said and done. That is an awesome match for the Weimar. It is definitely a money maker, and it's a ship that I personally think is well worth the investment and well worth learning how to play. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it. Alright, so that's the steering gears and avoiding a shot. That is awesome when you can do that.